It's like a mystery box, you never know what to get. I have accidentally gotten porn from my friends before, so...
The snap was a picture of the sushi and then some blurry, like, smaller figures that looked small in, like, light, and they, like, drew little arrows and wrote with a marker maggots. So that was the most memorable one of the day. Again, I don't know if Bon Appetit actually has maggots in the sushi.
It was from one of my friends who's far away. And it was just like a picture. It was a selfie and it said, "I miss you." And that was it.
My name is Jacqueline Jones. I'm a senior at the University of Redlands, studying the way the smartphone application Snapchat supports a new construction of online social identity for its users. Comparatively newer than other popular social networking platforms, Snapchat gained popularity and media attention in 2012. Media coverage has tended to focus on either the use of Snapchat as a resource for sexting or skepticism regarding the app's claims of an ephemerally based privacy. However, research suggests that sexting aside, there's a far less sensational yet widespread use of the app in the day-to-day usage of its roughly 30 million users. That Snapchat's unique brand of privacy, built around the disappearance of its short shared messages, has garnered attention is not surprising, because a new type of privacy online could mean big things for the way identity is performed through social media. It is my assumption that the uniquely private space created by Snapchat allows the users to share more freely and openly, perhaps facilitating a construction of online identity that is more authentic to the user's everyday self.
My name's Tessa Bolsover. I'm a junior.
My name's Mira Rampali. I'm a senior at the University of Redlands.
I'm Simon Ditton. I'm a junior.
In their chapter of the anthology Constructing the Self in the Digital World, Alan Davis and Daniel Weinschenker explain the effort put into constructing one's online identity by comparing it to verbal storytelling, noting how the influence of time and longevity online involves a complex linking of narrative and imagery and is difficult to change. Once it is complete, its telling does not require the participation of the storyteller. It stands as a work of art, a representation apart from the teller, an object for reflection and critique. A digital story can also require significant planning and several days to complete, and the time spent with the story can add to its significance to the teller. In her paper, called All the World Wide Web's a Stage, The Performance of Identity in Online Social Networks, Erica Pearson further clarifies how we create, engage with, and interpret online identities, saying that users in online spaces perform their roles using codes and signs developed through ongoing online enculturation to construct an identity that crosses the social networking site's stage. In doing so, these actors are, to a greater or lesser degree, aware of both other users as well as the audience of lurkers, virtual passers-by, and wider social networks. The mediated nature of these spaces means that most information about the virtual self and its place in the network is given through deliberate construction of signs, linking back to this sense of online self-consciousness.
I accidentally tagged someone in someone's picture that I was Facebook stalking, and it was just so embarrassing that I just deleted my Facebook for 2 days. And it's just...
That's why I don't have Facebook.
Social media can be very destructive in the most weird and accidental of ways. So,
So true.
It's just really not as safe as it seems, even though we use it every day.
Well, Snapchat's much more in the moment and much less, I don't really care about like the aesthetic of it. I don't feel like it's something that I'm adding to like my like persona archive like it is with other social medias.
Because I don't really consider it like a social networking thing. I just consider it like fun and slightly stupid humor, and it's just really fun, you know. It's like texting. It's like an evolution.
It's less invasive, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And also it's like I don't have to worry about, you know, because people treat their Facebooks and whatever the fuck they call them like a child, and I don't want a child at all. Not now. So that's why I just feel like it's less invasive. It's like a way, it's like there's texting and there's phone calls.
It's just like an instant
emails.
in something, but it's not like Facebook's a lot more and like social medias are like a lot more. Is that what you're saying?
It's lighthearted and immediate and it's personal. It's like an inside joke machine, kind of, unless you're like sending things to everyone. But even then, like, yeah, I like that it's something that you can share with people that's separate from yourself. Like, it's not something that's forming your image. It's just like an image that you found.
I feel kind of silly saying this, but like on Facebook, or I guess that's the only, yeah, on Facebook, which is the only other social media I use, I am more self-conscious about like pictures of me and what they look like. With Snapchat, like, I really don't care because I can choose who sees what and how ridiculous I will look for the most part, unless somebody else sends something. But that doesn't even bother me because it'll be gone.
Worries about who might have access to users' online activity are proven to constrain self-expression online. One study found that more than 90% of internet users have either declined to provide personal information or have fabricated information due to online privacy concerns. In their essay, Nicole C. Kramer and Nina Hofferkamp further explain how one's presentation of identity online is influenced by feelings regarding privacy, stating that privacy concerns play a particularly important role in online self-presentation and should be understood as a potential inhibitor that may impact users' impression construction on social networking sites and may influence the form of self-presentation that is eventually chosen.
But it's only like 2 seconds long, so
Yeah.
you don't have to actually invest your life in this in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, it's changed from like dick pics to like ugly faces and like double chins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That you don't feel bad about showing for like an undetermined amount of time.
It's definitely more private because your content that you put there for your friends and the greater public to see ends up going away. Whether or not that goes away completely, if it's encrypted still, that's one thing, but at least for like the less smart people, they can't see it anymore.
Like, I was with someone a lot, and then I wasn't with them for a few weeks, and we were just like having these Snapchat conversations. And those were very private. Not that they were like very deep or something, but they were just like so like directed. And because they disappear, I felt like you could just do whatever or say whatever. Like, even a text message, someone could like look at their phone and see or something. This is much more discreet, I guess.
Or just sort of like on the sly communicating with someone, I guess. Like, you don't really want it to be a big deal, but you want to let them know something, so you send a Snapchat for like 4 seconds or something. So yeah, I mean, I think it's much more private than others. I mean, I've heard various things about like the laws regarding it, like that they own all the pictures that you send, or that like I'm pretty sure that it's accurate that like if you send something and it isn't opened by a person, then they can still access it, and then the government can access it. So it's but the fact that if you have opened it, then it just gets deleted is fairly substantial in terms of a method of keeping private certain information. I mean, obviously it's not like encrypted or anything, so it's not like that complicated, but it is much more private than, say, Facebook, where many awkward things can happen because the social etiquette for that is also very complicated and confusing.
People, like employers, look at your Facebooks and your Twitter and whatever the fuck, but they don't look at Snapchat. Like, it's just a lot easier to manage. Like you said, I agree.
I took a picture of my friend's artwork, and It's very good artwork, so I wanted everyone to see it.
I don't really try to like filter myself as much and edit what I say or what I'm conveying or what have you. It's just sort of me being there without caring because I know it'll be gone.
It's kind of weird. I have like different kinds of snaps that I send to different kinds of people. Like I send stuff to my parents and like my brothers sometimes that just that I know kind of like caters to them, and then to like a couple of my girlfriends far away I'll send things that like I would never send to like my closer friends that I have here, and like vice versa.
If I have something like meaningful to say or if I have news, I wouldn't do it through Snapchat. Snapchat for me is more like conveying a certain like emotion or a funny or interesting instant as opposed to like explaining how I've been or what's actually going on in my life.
The ephemeral nature of Snapchat makes it a unique social media platform. Messages are made to expire, so users aren't creating online identities that need withstand critique or the test of time. Instead, users share impermanent instances that are more private because they are exclusive to the moment that they are opened and are not usually saved or reproduced. Less bound to its audience, Snapchat assists users to share an online self that is perhaps less constructed and a little more authentic to the actual world, where identity is transient and varying.
We're not Snapchatting right now.
I'm good, thanks.
So,
The big thing for me about it is just that it's not like this mode of like collecting this like collage for like your identity. Like, you know, you look at Facebook and it's like a portrait, and you look at Instagram and it's a portrait, and Twitter and all of those things. But because it's so temporary, it's kind of more accurate, I guess, if you're thinking about like the way identity can be like documented, because it's fleeting. But I think that that's not really what I'm thinking about when I use it. I think it's just like in the moment kind of thing.
You say you got me in the middle of something. Yeah, you got me in the middle of something now. Oh, and how? You say it took you from the bottom measure, the one and only simple pleasure now. Oh,